How is it going, everyone? I am going to go over the daily plan as well as the live market commentary I provided through StockTwits. I post my daily plan every day before open. If you would like to follow, here's my handle, and I'll leave a link in the description. Alright, so this is where we started this morning. I said, morning traders, I went over what to expect during Sunday session into this overnight session with the team last night in the week ahead video. So obviously, in the room, I post every single Sunday a week ahead video of what to expect, right? And I said bulls needed to defend this area, so this could be an area to look for a potential long, and bears are going to try to defend here. So this over here, as we know, we took a peek below this candle here, and that was the low of the overnight session. And as of this post, the high was right over here. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, solid week ahead video for that session. Worked out pretty nice. But as for today, and as we created our daily plan, let's move on. Creating a daily plan, step 1, checking the overnight TPO. The TPO is crucial for us traders to understand. It allows us to gauge the amount of time spent at price levels, the market auction, sentiment, upon other things. I will cover it a bit and what we derived from the overnight session. So, a TPO chart, if you're unfamiliar, is a time price opportunity chart. A lot of traders like to say that price and volume or volume price analysis is all that matters, and they're wrong. Time is a crucial factor in the market, and these do not have to do with volume. I do have the volume by price to the side of the market profiles. This is the market profile, this is the volume distribution, but time is very crucial in the market. So when we look at the overnight session or any session, we're going to be looking at, what the market profile looks like. Is it a P, a capital D, a B, a uppercase B? Where is value? Where is the point of control? What does the tops look like? The bottoms? All of those things. They all, depending on the tops, we could be looking at exhaustion or temporary exhaustion. We could be looking at the market auction telling us that it's not done to either the top side or the bottom side or downside. Lots can be derived from our TPO charts. So looking at the overnight session, I think we all could see that we were inside of Friday's value. TPO VA right here is value area. This is Friday session, this is the value area high, value area low. And for most of the overnight session, except into the open, we started to come above this. It was just an inside session inside of Friday's value. So creating a daily plan, step 2, checking the transacted volume on the daily frame. Where do we see active sellers? Where do we see active buyers? Where can we infer stops are sitting? All things we must know going to each trading session. So let me make this a little bit bigger for us. All right. So again, well, if you don't know what these charts are or how to read them, linked to the homepage of the YouTube channel, I have a quick tutorial on how we read these. So we're looking at the transacted volume. I think we all could see, right, these selling imbalances. This is the overnight session or today's volume profile, but this picture was taken obviously during the overnight session. I think we all could see right here that there's active sellers. Yes, selling imbalances, temporary exhaustion here. So where can we infer seller stops are? Well, above here, yes? Sellers are selling here, so their stops are going to be above where they're selling. And we see an active bid trying to move up on the tape, right? I think we see this. So when we look at these 2 days and then zoom out on our other, look at other days, we could see where buyers and sellers are located in the market. And obviously that helps us build a bias in our daily plan. So here was today's daily plan. 4 sell zones, no buy zone marked, but I said we can see another long opportunity here, but the tape will have to be monitored live, hence why no area is marked. And then I went at 9 a.m., how I do every morning. I hop on with in the Discord, I will go on mic and share screens, and I'll go over each of these levels, why one is a sell zone or very cautious, the confluence of our tools and what we're looking at, what developed and what made me consider a sell in these certain areas, all of that, and why this was not marked, but we still had to monitor it, all of that stuff. All right. This is all the transacted volume today. So this is at 10:30. Few signs here that you should be able to take. I will go over this and what we could derive to be able to profit from it. So once again, what do we see? Well, we're looking at the daily frame at about 10:30, and I think we see the biggest volume node of the day right here, right? Big buy-in balance. There's an active bid here. What else do we see? What we call a zero print. We've spoken about it extensively over the YouTube, but if you're unfamiliar, zero print is a signal of exhaustion. We see a selling balance here with the exhaustion, temporary exhaustion. So what are we looking for? You could be looking for a short. I personally did not take it. We had 3 separate members in the room take the short, and they all turned out into a winning trade. They all managed it very well. But what are we watching? We see temporary exhaustion. We know sellers are active. So what are we watching for? We're going to pull back into this bid, and we're going to be watching if this bid is still active. Are buyers defending their position, adding to their position? And if they're not, well, of course, we will continue down. And if we do, we will come back up to these sellers where they then have to add to their position, right? So yeah, I have very strict entry parameters, which I share in the room through our intro course of the footprint, the TPO charts, how I read clean candlestick charts, all of that stuff. And there were some things that I didn't like too much, so I held off. And sure enough, we didn't get a huge, or we did actually get a good move down, but we did come all the way back up. And the market auction did tell us that was likely to happen. And if you guys don't already know, or if you're already familiar, I like trading daily inflection points. I try to catch the bigger moves or the bigger swings, pay myself obviously, but then we get to have runners or a small part of our position and trail it for very big swings. So that's it. That was a very quick recap. We had, after this bid fell, we came down to, I believe it was around 64-ish, and then came back up, and as of right now, it is 12:24, and we're trading in this area once more. So what could we be looking for? Actually, let me talk about this. Well, if you're short biased, we're trading back into this area, you're going to want to see these volume nodes build out. Why? Because if you want to be short, you want to look for a P-shaped distribution, right? If you're trying to go short and you want this to go down, what do you want to see? You want to see market makers, banks, algos, whatever you want to say, are on your side. Now, think about this. If you're a bank and want to be short, or whatever, where do you want to be positioned? At the top, right? Obviously, you want to short from the top. So what we will see, and what we do see, is a majority of the volume done at the highs with thin volume below. And what we see would be a buying imbalance at the low, selling imbalance at the highs, and we'll ping pong. And that's where we monitor to see who's winning this battle as we bounce between these prices, and then using our entry parameters and on smaller time frames on the order flow is where we get our sniper entries. So quick review today. Hope you guys all had a green day, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next recap.